Hey everyone and welcome. In this video I may rage a little. If I do, I apologise. The reason for this is the continued attempt by the radical left to erase our history by destroying our statues, monuments, comedies, speech, police force, academia and parliament. Oh, and the media.
And I do believe that we have rotten politics, and I'm not using that as an exaggeration.
I personally am sickened by this disgusting show of Anglophobia, a massive push to be racist to the people of the country hidden by a veneer of anti-racism fascism. Don't think they are the real threat? Don't think they're a threat? Well, let me tell you, the communists, they want to destroy our culture. As the Marxist teachers in universities and ignorant fools have told them, it's a disgusting place and should be destroyed. Anti-capitalists and police abolitionists. Is this something we want to promote? So are BLM, by the way. Now we have this article which is a huge kick in the balls from the establishment regarding another statue, this time the man that formed the Scouts, and Labour's removal of the statue, quoting, "for its safety." It's titled, "Robert Baden-Powell, statue to be removed in Poole." The statue of the man who founded the Scouts movement is being removed from Poole Quay amid fears it is on a target list for attack. Yeah, amazing, isn't it? Poole Council get a viable threat to our history, and their response is to do the job of the mob. This shit makes my piss boil, I tell you. Let's read the article anyway. BCP Council said it was removing the Robert Baden-Powell statue for its protection on police advice. The authority said it recognised some aspects of his life were considered less worthy of commemoration. The statue was installed in 2008 and faces Brownsea Island in Poole Harbour, where the Scouts began. Oh, how the country's changed, eh? 2008, so then they're already wanting it ripped down. Wow. Baden-Powell, who died in 1941, aged 83, has been criticised by campaigners who have accused him of racism, homophobia and support of Adolf Hitler. Jesus. Former Bournemouth East Labour parliamentary candidate Corey Drew was one of those calling for the monument, I nearly said momentum, to be taken down. The local Democracy reporting service said. Can I just say at this point, Corey Drew sounds like a Labour activist to me now she's no longer a parliamentary candidate. I think she just went on to full-on activism. That's what this sounds like. Speaking on BBC Breakfast, she said, "A quick look into the history shows that he was very open about his views against homosexuality, and he was a very open supporter of Hitler and of fascism and quite a strong outspoken racist." So, Labour activists call him names, and the bloody BBC platformer and the council oblige is what I got from all of that. Don't get me wrong, Robert Baden-Powell was not a god. He had flaws by today's standards. Didn't have flaws if you take the date into account though, just by today's standards. And this is the problem in my opinion. Every country in the West has reformed their morals countless times. If we hadn't, we'd still be living in the Dark Ages or running an empire still, would we not? You cannot use today's reformed rules and laws and apply them historically and cancel all that doesn't conform. It would whitewash everything, make us live in the present constantly without ever learning from our mistakes of the past. It is absolutely ridiculous what they're doing now. Notice how the left's moralistic compass is aimed at itself and us, never at the real issues. Let's continue. We can commemorate the positive work without commemorating the man. How'd you do that then? Idiots. I mean, we've even got this. I'll show you. This is a Corey Drew's Facebook page. The Echo sent me this directly, so she's got straight in news from the media. So the media have put her onto this. We won that rather easily. Now we need to ensure we put forward a clear rationale and offer a positive alternative for the site so that people don't campaign to put it back. You hear that? So we don't campaign to put it back. She's effectively given us the way to get it put back. We need to campaign on this one and any subsequent ones as well. The way I see it, people, we're not commemorating people that have had a checkered past by today's standards. We are actually showing how far we have come from that time. It actually proves how much reform this country has gone through because we wanted to. That's the difference, you see what I mean? Let's continue. BCP Bournemouth, Christchurch and Poole council leader Vicky Slade said the life-size statue was being removed later on Thursday and put into safe storage. We have had police advice that this statue is on a target list for attack, and I'll fill this next bit in. The police can't be bothered doing anything to protect it, so they've asked the council to take it down, which is effectively doing what the mob wants them to do anyway. You see why I said I might rage a little bit here? The police are effectively telling the council to do what the mob wants them to do. I have zero respect for the police at the minute. If there's any good policemen left still doing the job, I would suggest you leave before you get dragged in the mire with every single other one that is incapable of doing a job. But we'll carry on. I said I'd rage, didn't I? Due to its proximity to the water and its delicate and historic nature, and I was asked to approve its temporary removal. What you should have approved is a police cordon with a statement saying you touch it and anyone that does will go to jail for criminal damage. Not subdue, take it away, do the job for them. The council said it acknowledged the differing views of Baden-Powell and said it planned to involve all relevant communities and groups in discussions about its future. It said Dorset County Scouts had been advised and supported the position, only because you said you won't protect it. A spokesman for the Scout Association said, "We look forward to discussing this matter with the council to make an informed decision on what happens next." And that's why I say we should get a campaign going, or at least a petition, get it put back. I think all of these statues should be put back to remind us that it hasn't always been easy. You understand what I mean? We've always changed, we've always improved, and it is good to be reminded of that fact on a daily basis, in my opinion. Those that don't learn by history are doomed to repeat it. I'll carry on. On Sunday, protesters at an anti-racism demonstration. I'm not interested in going over that again. And Sadiq Khan took down the Robert Milligan one in probably one of the quickest actions Sadiq Khan's ever done in his entire miserable life. Now, what's my opinion on this? It's getting ridiculous, isn't it? I mean, we've got... First one was Colston. He was thrown into the harbour. Then we had Milligan. He was taken down by Sadiq Khan. Then we've got Little Britain taken off. Now, don't get me wrong, I wasn't a big fan of Little Britain, but it's not the point, is it? We're judging the past on the morals of today. That is not how we should be doing things. We're not going to have anything left, guys. I mean... What do? We take them all down, we put them in a museum. Brilliant, excellent, but they're still there, aren't they? What's going to stop them going after the museums then as well? Because obviously they've got statues in there that, you know what I mean? And then what's next? We've got pretty much Little Britain is effectively a digital book burning, is it not? Now we've got them looking at Paw Patrol because it shows good cops. Because apparently it doesn't matter, it's a kids programme and everyone in it is a fucking dog. Hashtag bring back asylums. What do you say? This cannot be allowed to happen, but how do we stop it? I don't know. If we go to protect the history, the media, cops, MPs will call us all far-right extremists and will ignore us again. Look at the headlines. So I'd like your input on this one, everyone. How are we going to stop this madness? Because this is what it is, isn't it? It's absolute insanity. I mean, where does it stop? If we allow them to continue, where does it stop? Education camps, maybe? You understand where I'm coming from, don't you? But anyway, that's the end of the video. I hope you leave me a comment. I'd like to have a read through these and have a few discussions. If you're new, don't forget to hit the like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell icon. Stay safe, and I'll see you on the next one.